সৌম্য
Sir,
কিছু
I cannot
বললে?
see the screen.
না আমি I haven't start presenting.
Okay.
Okay. You can all see the print.
No,
Can you
sir.
see the print?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No,
No,
sir.
sir. The screen is paused.
Okay, hopefully
It's
you
like
can.
it's just showing you are presenting your screen. We cannot see anything else.
Yeah.
Yes, but it এখনো লোড হয়নি স্যার, মানে ওইরকম ভাবেই দেখাচ্ছে যে আপনি প্রেজেন্ট
I've lost
করছেন,
my
বাট
network
এখনো
connection.
প্রেজেন্টেশনটা আমরা দেখতে পাচ্ছি না। ওকে,
The left.
Today is going to be a very bad class. Now can you see it?
No.
No, sir.
No, sir.
No,
Though
sir.
black screen
You can
দেখাচ্ছে।
just a black screen, that's all.
Yeah.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, as soon as I'm trying to connect, it's getting, as soon as I'm sharing, it's getting disconnected.
Yeah. We can see the screen now.
Yes, so we can see the screen.
But for how long? Okay. So there was a question on the second part. So I'll just briefly discuss this and then I'll move on. Okay. See, we have a point over here, which I'm calling T. Okay. And I'm taking different points over here. So PQ1 is a second. A second is a line which connects 2 points on the curve. Now, instead of taking Q1, I can shift Q1 closer to P. So I'm moving down the curve. Okay. So I get another second, which is PQ2. If I take, let us say I'm taking several points like this, Q3, Q4, Q5. I'm going to get several seconds like this. Okay, so you can see sorry, just 1 minute.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, how will it define seconds?
Okay. A second is that you have a function, you draw the function over here. This is y is a function of x. And you take any 2 points over here, okay, P and Q. And you draw a line connecting P and Q. So second is a line connecting 2 points on the curve. Okay, clear?
Yes, sir.
So over here, I'm taking a second, PQ1. Then I'm shifting Q closer and closer to P. And you can see that the second is changing. It is PQ1, PQ2, and so on. Okay. Now, as I move tangent, okay, you can see it is gradually coming out. Finally, P and Q will merge. Okay. So we are gradually shifting Q towards so what is the limiting case? The limiting case is when Q and P will coincide. That is, they are merging. Okay. In that case, the tangent will become the tangent and P will become the secant. Or rather, the secant will become the tangent at P. So now the slope of different seconds at PQ1 is M1, suppose. For PQ2 is M2, and so on. When P and Q merge, the tangent is said to have a slope of M star. Okay. So when P and Q merges, they become one point. That means the line which connects PQ, if PQ are the same points, then the line connecting PQ will be a tangent. It will touch only P because P and Q are the same, right? When P and Q coincides, they are merging. So P and Q are the same, right? There's no need to talk about P and Q. See, over here, the secant is touching the curve at P and at Q. It is touching at P and at Q. At this point, when P and Q are the same, it is going to touch at only one point.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, if the curve is wavy, means it has a little minima, and then the tangent will actually intersect twice or even thrice the curve.
Yeah, that is true. But I'm talking about. I'm not going into the detailed cases. I'm just discussing what is the implication of what is derivative. Okay, so I'm taking a normal curve which is concave. What you're saying is correct, but I'm not going into those cases. Okay. So Arpan, is this clear? Or do you have a further question?
No, sir.
No, sir, it's clear.
Okay. So, let me see. Okay. Now let's look at this function. Okay. I'll start with this problem. It's something that you have already discussed, but because we have some newcomers, let's start with this problem. So we have a salesperson who earns a monthly salary of 800. So that means whether he works or not, he gets 800 per month. Plus he gets a commission plus he gets a bonus. But what commission he gets determines on how much he sells. Okay. So the monthly salary has three components. A fixed salary, which he gets whether he works or not. This is 800. He gets a commission. What is the commission?
Sir, it's like an incentive. Like if you work
Okay,
more.
15% of sales, which is 1.5 into how much he manages to sell. He also gets two bonuses. Bonus one is 1,000 if monthly sales cross 10,000. So he gets 1,000 if, right? Bonus two is 2,500 if sales crosses 15,000. So that means he gets a fixed salary of 800. He gets a commission, and depending upon how much he sells, he will either not get a bonus or he will get a bonus of 1,000. If he sells more than 15,000, he gets both the bonuses. Okay. A further lump sum of 2,500. Okay. Now, let us write the salary function. What is the salary? How will we write it? There are three. If you look at the diagram, you will see that there are some jumps. At 10K and 15K, 10,000 and 15,000. Okay. So initially, what is the salary?
800 plus
Suppose he does not
800 plus
sell.
100 plus 0.15 y means whatever
Just,
his
just one
income is.
minute, please.
0.15.
How much? If he does
800
not
plus
sell
0.
anything, how much does he get?
800.
800.
Okay.
800.
So his salary will start from here. if he sells, let us say S amount, how much will he get?
So 800 plus 0.15 is
0.5
into S.
Okay. So if
800.
sales is 0, his wages are 800.
800.
Sale is S, he gets 800 plus
0.15.
Sir, I do not understand what a commission is.
okay, commission is that suppose you sell TVs. Okay. So if you sell one TV, each TV is worth the same. Okay. So if you sell, let us say it's 1,000 each. So that means if you sell commodities worth 1,000, you're going to get 15% of that amount as your income. So if you don't work, you're going to get 800. Okay, that is given to you. If you sell something, what is the value of the sales? Let us say it is small s. You will get 15% of that sales value in addition to your income, 800. Is it clear?
Yes, sir, it is clear. Thank you.
Okay, so your wages will be 800 plus your commission, 15% into S. So that means this is the intercept and this is the slope of the line. Fine. Now, if you sell 10,000,
Sir,
yes,
sir, the second equation is true when S is less than 10,000.
yes. See, I've just drawn up till 10,000.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, after, if you sell more than 10,000, you get 800, which is your fixed part. You get your commission, which is 0.15 into sales, how much you sell. And in addition, you get the first bonus, which is 1,000.
So it will be just as greater than 10,000, right? Not greater than equal to.
Yeah, it will be greater,
Yeah.
strictly greater. Okay. If you look at this equation, what happens is, does the slope change or does the intercept change?
Intercept changes.
The intercept changes only.
Intercept will change.
The intercept changes.
Becomes 1,800. So initially it was 800 at this point, 800 plus 0.5 S. Now it is 1,800. So what will be the change over here at 10,000?
There will be a jump.
Yeah.
Sir, why did you mention that in this case sales will strictly be greater than 10,000 and not greater than equal to?
Okay. So it will be something like this. Achha, why it is strictly 10,000 is, look at this condition. If the monthly sales exceed 10,000, that means it's crossing, it is more than. So I've written over here, if sales greater than 10,000. But if the line was, if she can sell at least 10,000, then this would have been greater than equal to 10,000. Is it clear?
Understood, sir. Yes.
Okay. Now, sales is, let us say it is crossing 15,000. In that case, your earlier salary was this. Now you get a bonus, an additional bonus of 2,500. So what is the intercept?
4,300.
1,300.
4,300.
Okay, so again we see that the slope is the same. So all the three lines are parallel. Okay.
Sir, the second line won't touch the 10K line, right?
No. So what is actually happening? It's slightly to the right of 10,000. Achha, now what is this gap?
It's the first bonus.
Of 1,000.
10,000.
And what is this gap?
That's
2,500.
2,500.
2,500.
Okay. So we have curves like this. Okay. It's a straight line, but the straight line has kings over here. It has breaks and it moves above. It shifts up. Okay. Is this clear?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
At
Yes, sure.
which points is the function discontinuous?
So when s
10,000
is
and
equal to
15.
10K and when s is equal to 15K.
10K and 15K.
15K.
Yeah. Yeah. So discontinuity occurs at 10K, 15K. So what happens over here is that if you move to a point like this, just below 10,000, you are motivated to put in additional effort so that you can make this jump. See, over here, if you sell more, you are going to get more income. Here, you are going to get a jump. So the incentive becomes very strong in this range or in this range. If you can put in slightly more effort, then your wages will jump. It will initially jump by 1,000 and then it will jump by 2,500. Okay. So the incentive becomes very strong when you're approaching the limits. Over here, it doesn't matter. I mean, if you increase, it's going to go up by the same amount. But here, because of the jump, the incentive suddenly becomes stronger. Okay, I'm still online, I hope.
Yes,
sir.
sir. Yes, sir, you're online. I'm just drawing the graph.
No, you'll get all these. Okay. Let's see what was. Question number 7. Okay, I'm going to just take the first part first. Let's see. So there's a car manufacturer which
Sir, I
produces.
actually had problem in the second part while solving the profit function.
Okay, but I haven't done it actually. Let me have a look at the problem
Oh,
first.
okay,
Okay.
okay, sir.
So a car production plant has a capacity to produce 100 cars using 2000 workers. So that means it's operating in 3 shifts. Okay, so each group of worker is working for 8 hours. We have got 3 shifts. Each group will work for 8 hours per day. So how much will be production? See, per hour is going to produce 100 cars. So it is going to produce 100 cars
1800.
into 8. Okay. You have got 7 days. So groups will work for 7 days in a week. Okay. So that means there's going to be a total of 7 into 3 equal to 21 shifts. Okay, so that means in a shift, you're going to produce 800 cars. In a week, there are 21 shifts. Let H be the number of worker hours. Okay.
So why did you consider 8 hours here?
A car production plant, the plant can operate round the clock, right? Using 3 shifts of workers. So that means it operates 24 hours using 3 shifts. So 8, 16, 24. Each of them works for 8 hours.
Okay.
Sir,
Now,
in
what
each
is
shift,
the.
there are
Yeah.
2000 workers. Sir, in each shift, there are 2000 workers, or we are dividing the workers
Yeah,
also in shifts.
yeah, 2000 workers. uh, as a capacity, each shift has 2,000 workers. It's 100. It produces 100 cars per hour using 2,000 workers. Okay. I've got 21 shifts into 8 hours, which is 168.
168.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Now, in each hour, there are 2,000 workers.
So I think you
Sir,
have
I
stopped
can't turn
presenting.
presentation.
I
Sir, we
cannot
can't see
see.
the screen.
Okay.
Hello, sir. I have
Yeah.
a question.
Okay. So every hour,
So in the very
yes,
first line, each group will work for 8 hours a
yes.
day. Is written 100 cars into 8 minus 800. Why the minus 800? 800.
Where is minus?
100 cars into 8 is the minus.
That's equals to.
Into
Oh
8.
God, I'm so sorry. It, yeah.
This one.
Thank you,
Okay.
sir.
Okay. This is also equal to. Okay. Okay. So every hour, 2,000 workers are combining and producing 100 cars. Okay. I'll have to start typing again. So every hour, 2,000 persons are producing how much? 100 cars. So one worker will produce
So 1 by 20.
in 1 hour how many cars?
1 by 20
1 by 20 cars.
MP.
Okay, so 1 by 20 is how much? It is 0.05 cars.
This is the marginal product.
This is the marginal product. Okay. So marginal product is the that if you increase the number of workers, how much will output go up? Draw a graph of the marginal product function. Okay, let's see. And you can see that this will be constant. So it's a straight line, right? As you're increasing more and more labor, it is going to be the same. Now, what is the total production capacity
There will
of
be
the
good two.
plant? So every day it has 24.
16800.
How much?
Yeah.
16,800 per week.
16800.
Yeah, 16800.
16800.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Mm, But why is it giving 336?
So that is in
Yeah,
worker hours, but
336,000.
That's the number of, yes, yes, that's the labor hours.
That's worker hour.
Okay. So 168 into 2000.
Yes, sir.
It's more than 2000 workers. And in a week, you have got a maximum of 168 hours. So it can go up till 336. After that, if you increase the number of workers, it is not possible to produce any additional cars. Therefore, marginal product will now fall to 0. So marginal product is initially 0.05. After that, it becomes 0. This represents the maximum capacity of the plant.
So, as per the diagram, even at 0, the marginal product is supposed to be 0.05, right?
Yes.
So, but in the equation, sir, you just wrote that it's just strictly, age is strictly greater than 0.
Okay. Achha. Oh. So the discontinuity is at this point.
So could you explain that why is it 336,000?
Okay. See, in a particular shift, see what is happening is you start with, uh, let us say, you don't have any workers, right? Then you add one worker, you add one working hour. How much will your how much cars will you produce? It will be 1 by 20, okay, which is 0.05.
Yes, sir.
Acha. If you increase it to 2 working hours, you're going to produce, sorry, a total of this amount. So the difference is 0.05. This is the marginal. And this is going to be constant. As you go on increasing working hours, your total production is going to go up. For every hour, working hour, it is going to go up by 0.05. The problem is that in a particular shift, you can employ only 2000 workers, right? Acha. How many shifts are there in a day? 3, right? And you have 7 days in a week. So at the most, you can employ up to this amount of working hours. Okay, 21. No, sorry, this will be 24. There are 24 working hours. So 48 into 7, 6, 5, 7, 4 are 28, 336. So in a particular hour, you can employ at most 2000 workers. In a day, they are at most 24 hours. And in a week, you have got 7 days. Beyond this, if you employ any worker, you will not be able to give them any work. There are no machinery available. So this represents the maximum capacity of the firm. The firm cannot use more labor in a week than this amount. Therefore, if you cross this limit, employ more workers, your output is not going to increase. Okay. So marginal product is constant, output goes on increasing up to this point. After this, if you employ more workers, production is not going to go up.
Sir, over here L stands for output, right?
Yes.
Okay, thank you, sir.
No,
Sir,
L
L
stands
stands
for,
for
actually it should be H.
yes.
L stands for labor and H is for worker hour. Okay. So one worker is working for 1 hour. That is H. So one means one worker is working for H hours. So you can say it's basically the number of hours put in by all the workers. Okay, suppose the automobile company earns a profit of 1000 per car, not including labor cost. Okay, so the labor cost has to be deducted from profit. Wage for workers is 30 per hour for any weekday shift, but double that. Acha. That is 60 per hour for weekend shifts. Okay. So I'll need this space. Let me see. Okay. So and wages is 30 per hour. So that means if they work for Monday to Friday, they get 30 per hour. And if they work on Saturday and Sunday, they get an extra of 60 per hour. Let us consider a weekday.
Sir? Sir?
Presenting again. I told you it would be a very bad class today. Yeah, can you see it now?
No, sir. Yes, sir. We can
Yes,
see.
sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So let's see what happens in a particular hour, in 1 hour. In 1 hour, you have got 2000 workers. So what are the wages? What will be the wage bill?
2000
2000
into
into
30.
30.
60,000.
60,000, yes.
60,000.
Sir left.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. But I'm pretty late.
না আবার চলে গেছিল না ওহ, okay. আমি আছি না নেই
Yes, sir.
আছেন
Sir,
আছেন
you're there.
দেখতে পাচ্ছ তোমরা
Yes, sir.
ওকে আমার জাস্ট কি বল মাথা খারাপ হয়ে যাচ্ছে ওকে the automobile company earns a profit of sorry এখানে আমার একটা ভুল হয়েছে this will be ওহো
স্যার আপনার স্ক্রিনটা আমি দেখতে পাচ্ছি না।
না আমরা পাচ্ছি কিন্তু
আচ্ছা তাহলে তোমাকে লগ আউট
একবার
করতে হবে
লেফট করে আবার জয়েন কর
হ্যাঁ স্যার আরেকবার ওরকম করি।
ঠিক আচ্ছা so to repeat let us
So how did you calculate the revenue? 100 into 100.
a weekday আচ্ছা ঠিক আছে in 1 hour 30 rupees বলছি আমি 30 rupees you're getting 60,000 revenue is in 1 hour you're getting your
Sir, are you presenting?
Sir, we can see the
Sir, we can't see the
screen.
screen now.
There is any problem?
কি বলবো একটা অঙ্ক করাতেই আমার মানে
Should we ask sir to conclude the class?
ঠিক আছে it is 1 hour আচ্ছা now in a weekday how many hours do you have in a particular day there are 24 hours and you have got 5 weekdays
Whole in 120.
so that
120
means
hours.
120.
120 hours.
120 on weekdays.
yeah it is 120 hours
So,
okay acha in 1 hour you are producing 100 cards
Yes, sir.
right so your profit will be 40,000 if your output is till this amount. So depending upon the number of hours you are putting, you will get a profit of this if you work during the weekdays. If you want to produce more, right, can you go on producing indefinitely? There is a limit. So up till this. In this case, the profit is see now what is the wage bill? It is still this is still 2000, but wages will go up by 60.
60.
So this will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 12. So you now have a loss. Okay. So if you produce only during the weekdays, you are going to get a profit of 40,000. But if you try to produce during the weekends, you have to pay a higher wage rate to the workers. In that case, your profit will go down and you are going to incur a loss. So that means,
Sir, in the second case, won't y be strictly greater than 12,000?
yes,
Or
yes. But this will be greater than equal to.
Sir, I have a question. You in the first step you have written that 2000
Yeah.
into rupees 30, but if we consider the first part, then didn't you say that the 2000 workers will be divided into 3 shifts? So in 1 hour there should be only a
No. I said 2000 workers are being used in a shift. There are
okay,
3 shifts. Actually, it has got 6,000 workers.
okay, sir.
But you're paying them by an hour. Okay, so 2000 workers can be employed in a particular hour. 2000 into 30. This is your hour. Okay, so graphically what will happen, this will be 40 or rather 40,000 and this will be minus 20,000. So there's a break or discontinuity over here at this point, which is this 12,000.
So could you explain the graph once more?
Okay. Wait, let me just. I'll just clear up the screen. See, this pen and digipad looks very nice, but it's very difficult to use. Oh, made a mistake. So this is your profit, and this is how many cars you produce. So this is actually profit per car. So if you're going to sell more and more cars, this is your profit. Okay. So it will be 40. So during the weekdays, per car, your profit is 40. You reach this, what is the limit? 12K?
So it's 12,000.
12,000. Okay, I'm just writing 12. It's going to get cluttered. This is minus 20. This. So if you produce for the entire 5 days, your profit will be 40 rupees per car. Once you spill over to the weekends, your wage cost is going to go up. As a result, instead of earning profits, you are going to incur losses per car, which is minus 20. So your wage profit function will shift down to this axis quadrant. It will be a step function. We call this a step function. Okay.
Sir, won't it be 400 and minus 200 because total cars are produced in an hour is 100. So you need to divide the profit by 100.
So it will be 402.
না আমি এখানে 40টা জাস্ট এই জিরো গুলোকে বাদ দিয়ে লিখেছি আর কিছু নয়
Okay, sir. Sorry, sir.
হ্যাঁ না না ঠিক আছে
Sir, I have a question.
Yes.
Sir, according to the graph, যদি number of cars is 0, still the profit will be 400. Isn't it showing that according to the graph?
Yeah, you're right. Actually, this part should also be strictly greater than, and I can't draw this properly, but there will be a gap over here. It's going to start just after 0. So, okay, I'm sorry that,
So,
yes.
even though the car will not be produced, then also labor will be given their wages, right?
No, see, if you plan not to produce anything, you will not employ any labor. You can say that it is some sort of contract. But if you go to Dharma planet, you will find that in the morning there are lots of people just standing with small bags. So they are workers who are paid according to daily wages. So what happens is if you need someone, you will go to them and hire them. And you will tell them that I want to hire you for 1 hour, 2 hour, and this is how much I will pay. So it is the same sort of system over here. They are not regular workers, they are contractual workers. So go to a place, you just pick up the workers and you bring them to the factory. And if you don't want to produce anything, you just tell them buzz off. Or you click the red button on your Google Meet.
Okay.
Sir, so they have no security.
Actually,
Yeah, this is a thing, that assumption that we are making. The salesman had security. Even if it didn't work, he got 800.
means there is no break on zero.
There is no
Break on zero.
What do you mean by break?
There will not be any discontinuity at zero.
Oh, yeah, there's a discontinuity over here also. But this is the main discontinuity. Discontinuity is, I mean, it's not economically, it's not important.
So,
But
so how
here,
do we explain this intuitively, like it's asked in the question?
at one point is the
Will y be equal to and greater than zero or not?
y will be greater than 0, less than equal to 12,000. And weekday it is actually, technically, you can also think that if y is 0, it will be over here. So if y is 0, you start from here. Once you start production, profit moves like this. Weekend, it moves like this.
So, sir, basically the function is 400y, right? 400y when y is less than equal to 12,000 and minus 200y when y is less than equal to 16800.
Yeah.
Okay.
Intuitively, you can see that the wage conditions are changing. The wage conditions are changing. Wage contract is changing, and you have to pay a higher wage, and this is causing a discontinuity. Your revenue is the same, but the wage bill is changing. Once you start producing during the weekends. So that means there should be a break on Friday, from Friday 12 p.m. at night. So you have to grab this and just basically you have to explain that why this break is occurring. Okay, question number 8 is also very interesting. And those who are new, I would suggest that you please read 4.2, section 4.2.
So question number 8 is almost similar to this problem, right? Only there are numbers given in question number 7
Yeah,
and
that's
for
it.
8 you have just variables.
Section 4.2 of Hoy's book.
Yes.
Okay, sir.
That will provide you a background and do the exercises from page 122 to 124. No, actually, I was thinking about some other question. I will set that my question in the IA exam.
So also, how are we supposed to derive the cost function and profit function from production function?
Okay. See, what is happening is see, marginal cost is TC by DQ. Okay. Change in cost by changing in output. Now, if your output changes, for convenience, let us suppose that output is a function of labor only, right? So if your why will your output change? Output will change only if labor changes, right? Now, if labor changes, your wage bill will go up, right? How much will it go up? W into PL, the number of extra workers. W is constant. So your wage bill will go up by W into the extra number of workers. This will be equal to the change in costs, DTC, right? So instead of DTC, we can write now what is this? Complete this part.
Marginal cost.
Yeah, into MPL.
No, sir, divided by MPL.
Divided by MPL. So marginal cost is equal to W by MPL. Okay. So this is one relation that you should keep in mind. And who asked the question that how
So,
can we derive?
so me, Anushka.
Okay. Where's the question?
So in Hoy's book, page 122,
Okay.
question number 1 and 2, like both are same.
Okay. Okay. Oh, I thought it was general. So you're given a production function equal to BL we have to derive the cost function. Okay, so let W equal to wages, right? Now, what is the cost function? The cost function, cost is a function of output. Okay. Now, if you are producing 1 unit of output, how much labor will you require? You can see from here that you have got only one input. So the cost over here will be wages into number of workers. Okay. So W, how many workers are you employing to produce 1 unit? BL. So WBL. That is the cost function. Plus you have some fixed cost. So actually you should add fixed cost plus variable cost. This variable cost is WBL. Fixed cost is whether you produce or not, you have to incur this cost. And this cost, variable cost, is that if you produce something, what is the cost?
Yes, sir, I even got this, but in Hoy's book, the answer is given something else. That's where I got confused.
Sir,
Just
shouldn't
1
it be
minute, please.
done?
Key,
Yeah.
just 1 sec, please. Key, Yeah, sorry. Yeah. What was the problem? So you were getting this.
Sir, shouldn't it be like CO plus W by B into quantity? Because cost function is CQ, na? Cost function is a function of quantity. So, what is the variable for quantity, right? And
Hmm.
hmm. So, and I think shouldn't it be so W by B?
Hmm. তাহলে তোমার cost হচ্ছে yeah. So W হচ্ছে and to produce one unit,
1 by B
one
khana
unit
লিখবেন
you
তাহলে।
require this amount.
Yeah.
Uh, this will be
Yes, Q by
Q
B.
by B. Hmm. আচ্ছা profit ফাংশনটা তো কিছু না, profit is P into Q minus TC. So just assume a price minus C0 minus, so it will become P minus this amount. Prove that a production function is continuous and let according to definition 4.5. এইগুলো তো তোমাকে তো অতটা ডেফিনিশন এগুলো অত করাইনি। 4 point হ্যাঁ, নেক্সট পার্টটা যেটা হচ্ছে ওই প্রুফ, মানে ইউজিং দ্য থিওরেম, সেগুলো আমি অত দেব না। মানে ট্রাই টু আন্ডারস্ট্যান্ড ওয়াই ইট ইজ কন্টিনিউয়াস, যে there is no break over here. মানে it starts from zero and it just goes on either like this, it can be like this or whatever, you know. So if this is continuous, we can write this as, let us say, uh, alpha q minus C0. So you're going to start from here and it's going to rise like this. If alpha is positive, it's going to rise like this. Continue. So that's why it is, when you can see from the shape that there's no break or kink like this. By kink, I mean this, or no break like this. That is why it is discontinuous. You don't have to go into the proofs.
Sir, actually, I'm having a problem with understanding what the letters mean. Like, what does Q stand for? It's Q and
Q,
TC or
Q, Q is output, L is
okay,
labor,
okay,
C is cost, and pi is profit.
okay, sir.
Over here, P
Okay, sir.
is price of the commodity.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, try the Bertrand case, or we can discuss that next day. Then we'll go to the examples in chapter 5.
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir.
Okay, then. So I'm closing for today. And I'll send the slides to you and the lectures. I'll post the lectures, but most of it, I'm afraid, will be Silence.